It's no joke that the Chiefs are still undefeated in the Super Rugby competition this season, and for the Bulls, well, it's no laughing matter for them as they come up against a side that has a bonus point in all of their outings so far. It's round 7 of the Super 15 and the Bulls are at home at Loftus-Versfeld hosting the unbeaten Chiefs. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflake's Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Super Rugby season for 2014, with the Chiefs looking for their win number 3 of competitions in a row, which will be an outstanding achievement. And we're up to round number 7 where they are in South Africa for the first time this season, and they are up against the Bulls, who are at home, and their record is not the best so far for the Bulls. The team from Pretoria are a record with 2 wins and 2 losses so far. They sit 3rd in the South African Conference and are coming off a nice win in round number 6 to give them momentum heading into this big clash for their season. The Chiefs, well, as usual, the team that exactly played when they come out for this actual match in Pretoria. It is a few changes coming in from their win against the Force last week, 33-10. They won that one, and of course before that they beat the Stormers 35-5. Injuries are still hampering the squad somewhat, and some of the players still unwilling to change until the away strip for today, but that's not to matter. The Chiefs are unbeaten this season so far and have packed on some points against some good opposition in New Zealand and Australia, but now it is off to South Africa for their first outing of the competition in the Republic, and let's see how they get on. Kickoff about to get underway here for round 7, the Bulls versus the Chiefs. And the Chiefs, everyone looks to be in their away strip now. The Whites, the first time we've seen it from them this season. And Aaron Cruden will kick off for the Chiefs in this round 7 clash. We are underway, Super 15 at Loftus-Versfeld, and kickoff goes to the right side, and Lauren Brown tries to claim it for the Chiefs, but no way through for him, and it's taken down for the Bulls, and they'll get the first use of the ball, and a great run straight away. Engelbrecht's through the hole, and Engelbrecht's on a run here with Muliaina. Eventually gets taken down, and he gets hit high, and Mills Muliaina's in trouble straight away. That was a horrible tackle. And the Bulls are off to a flying start through Engelbrecht, straight through the gap and away into the corner. He just about went unopposed, and a great start for the Bulls. Podjekta kicks it into touch, and the Bulls are going to have an attacking line out just a few metres from the Chiefs' try line. Vasahi will throw in for the Bulls. He goes to the middle and is stolen from Italic. Crubalo goes to Tom Marshall. Lauren Brown's in the line in the centres, and Cruden cuts back. Cruden, can he link up with his winger out there? No, he can't. And it was open spaces there for Horrell if he could have got his hands to that ball. Both teams willing to run it out. And a line out is signalled for the Chiefs. Well, that's interesting. A replay would have been nice there to see. A Bulls player must have touched that on the way past. The Chiefs will take their line out, and Kobalo gives it down to Tikuratuma, and he's put it onto his boot, thumping it downfield. Great kick from the man on the left wing, and it pops up inside the 22 for Vasseur, who kicks long, and Muliaina takes it down. Cruden's back with his fullback. Here's Manu. Oh, good run from Marshall as well. Horrell's in support. He goes through a couple of metres and gets dragged down. Messam plays scrum half, a good pass to Simon, keeping the ball alive. Marshall, oh, and the tackle, giving it to Reece Marshall. The Marshalls combining Tommy Afuna, giving it Cruden. Cruden out on the right hand side, chips ahead. Lauren Brown, can he get in there? No, but he takes the man with him, and looks like Hoggard carries that back into the end goal, and a 5-metre scrum for the Chiefs. Great chance to get the scoring underway for the Waikato side. A good scrum too. That is an excellent scrum for Kobalo. He launches to the left. Horrell, that's 3-on-1 over here. Tom Marshall, can he get it out? Tikuratuma, opening try for the Chiefs, and they take the lead with a great try to Tikuratuma. His second telling play in this match already, and the Chiefs are off to a great start. Try scoring machine is Tikuratuma, and you see why. Great play here from Horrell. Just had to play the numbers game. In the middle there was Tom Marshall as well. He's been fantastic the last 2 weeks, but Tikuratuma takes the credit And the Bulls go behind early on in this home match for them at Loftus Versfeld. Well, it's going to be a cracker match already. Both sides willing to throw the ball around. And from that, the Chiefs benefit first with a try from their left winger, Tikuratuma. And Aaron Cruden will line up the conversion. It's not an easy kick here. Slight breeze at his back. Let's see how he goes. He steps back, strikes it now. It looks nice. It's hugging that left-hand side, but it's good. It's a nice kick from Cruden. And the Chiefs take the early lead 7-0 over the Bulls. In round 7 of the Super 15, we're about to get back underway already. The Bulls wasting no time. Back to halfway. And Pochita will kick off. And he goes to the left side. He goes to short side with numbers in attack. And it's nicely picked up and they'll have the ball. The Bulls claiming their own kickoff. That's amazing skill. The short pass goes to Williamson. And he goes crashing into the tackle. Can't get the ball with the Chiefs, and the Bulls retain nicely. They go left side through Stegman. Trying to go through the forwards. Keeping it tight to the Bulls, as you'd expect. Duplessis, nice pass, he goes wide now, and Degani into the line, and Tom Marshall takes him down. Again, quick ball recycled. Holgard goes wide. Nice play from Pochita, giving it to Sir Fontaine. And he just about breaks, but Tom Marshall turns it over. One-on-one tackle, and Marshall quickly over the ball. Carvalho to Horrell. The centres are combining it well. Here's Marshall, Reece Marshall, Messam. Nice play, nice pass to Lauren Brown. He's going to run it. Oh, he's hit hard. Oh, and that is a massive shot on Lauren Brown. He was looking good. He looked like he was shaping to kick and then got sideswiped. A massive shot coming in from the Bulls' defence. Their line out goes nicely this time as Victor Matfield takes down, the line out, as you'd expect, and Bassonga's it inside. Nice play too. Holgard takes a couple of metres. Goes to ground just short of halfway. It's there for the hooker, Vasi.
Release.
He goes to ground on halfway again, still keeping this alive, Duplessis. Now it's Holgard, goes wide, there's numbers out here. Oh, this could be the try they wanted. Sir Fontaine has all the space, but he doesn't have the speed to get away from Tikuratuma. And he gets dragged down, and the Chiefs get numbers to the ruck, and they turn it over. Tom Marshall, now he's got numbers as well with Horrell. Retallick, the big lock, rumbling in there, and the pass goes into touch. Oh, that's a shame. Out there looking, Latimer. And the play goes slightly astray just outside the 22 of the Chiefs. And Vasahi will have the throw-in. And Holgard takes it down nicely and gives it out to Sir Fontaine, who looks wide for Engelbrecht. And they keep going. Oh, nicely. And Dengani back inside, and they look to go the other way. Pochita feeding it off to Sir Fontaine, who goes to ground. And again, it's back for Holgard. He goes a short pass to Pochita. Just about slides through.
Release.
And nearly a turnover for the Chiefs. Slow possession coming back. Here's Sir Fontaine, big pass wide. But Basson just goes slightly into touch. Just a foot over the line from the man on the left wing. And a, well, big wasted chance as halftime goes and the Chiefs are leading by 7. How well will they want to go on? It's Carvalho who kicks from the base of the line out. And it's a decent nudge too over the goal line. Sits up nicely. Oh, trouble for Visser, but he gets that kick away. And Visser kicks it into touch. And we'll head to the halftime break with the Chiefs leading 7-0 in a non-stop action-packed first half with just the one try to speak of so far. The Chiefs leading 7-0, and possession from the halftime stats is slightly in favour of the Bulls, as well as territory. 64% for the Bulls there as well. The kicking game has been good from both teams, getting a lot of territory through that avenue, but it is the handling errors, 3-1, letting the Chiefs down again. A couple more errors than I'd probably like compared to the Bulls, and of course the one high tackle early on, getting Mills Moliaina in a spot of bother, giving the Bulls an early go ahead, but it come back to the Chiefs very quickly. They got their try, but boy, it's been a tight match out there. A tight affair between these two sides, contrasting styles, but both have come to play today, throwing the ball around at will. and well, somehow only resulting in 1 try, but hopefully more in the second half. We'll get back down to round 7 of the Super 15. The Chiefs leading the Bulls at Loftus Versfeld 7-0 at halftime. And Pochita from the Bulls will get us back underway for the second half. The Bulls have been adequately as good as the Chiefs here, but somehow they trail at halftime. Tamiafuna gets a run here. Oh, and that's a brilliant pass from Manu. Thompson's involved now. Good run from the big number 8, but what a start there from the Chiefs. Straight off the whistle, Carvalho. He'll spin it out to Tom Marshall. Big pass wide. Advantage to the Chiefs on offside. Retallick keeping it alive. Oh, there was a 2-on-1, and the penalty goes back for the Chiefs. That is unbelievable. The ref has just cost them a try. We'll see the offloads. Oh, how did he pull that back? The Chiefs were away. It was going to be a try somewhere for them. Cruden was busting away with no one to beat. Now he's way back on his 22, kicking for touch. Quite remarkable stuff from the referees at the moment. But it will be the Chiefs through Reece Marshall to throw into the front, and it's icy by Simon down to Carvalho. Cruden, a first receiver, big tackle on his opposite number. Pochita, nicely done by Tom Marshall. He gets it now. Oh, that was a nice tackle from Hogarth, putting him on his back, losing the ball, Tom Marshall, and now Pochita's going to kick it away and play a bit of territory for the Bulls. Muliaina, he'll take it down and he'll run it up the right-hand side. He chips ahead. Oh, it's a nice kick from Muliaina. And taken into touch on the Bulls' defence. Coming across was Engelbrecht, deciding just to take that one into touch with him. No interest at all of trying to keep that one in the field of play. And again, it will be Reece Marshall into Simon. Carvalho with the big pass to Thompson. Keeping it alive to Cruden. Tom Marshall this time doesn't drop it. The Tikuratuma gets a pass. Carvalho breaks through one. Gets dragged down eventually. And the Chiefs' support comes in numbers. Marshall plays scrum half, gives it to Cruden, aims to kick but changes his mind, goes wide for Lauren Brown. Can he get away now? No, he's looking for the pass for Horrell, and he's ended up putting it into touch. Tom Marshall was the one on the touchline. Double support there for the youngster on the wing, but he's messed that up, passing the wrong way from his support, but doesn't matter. It's been turned over. Carvalho's kicked ahead. Remarkable what he's doing there. And a blowing chance from the scrum half, Carvalho just kicking the ball into end goal. And the Bulls placing it down, and they'll have a 22. Quite outstanding stuff here from the Chiefs. Tikuratuma. Oh, massive shot coming in from Surfontaine on Cruden. And he's down to Cruden. He's not looking like he's going to get up. Carvalho goes without him. Tom Marshall looks wide for Lauren Brown once again. Where's he going to go this time? It's a pathetic little grubber. Oh, it's made good though. He got score. He does score. And the Chiefs get 2 without their playmaker. Cruden looked out for the count. We'll be seeing if he's back up. But Anton has scored. Anton Leonard Brown. Oh, what a try from the youngster. Anton Leonard Brown, his first try, and look how easy this was. It was a bad grubber, the first one. It was poor. It was just a dribble, and Vasseur looked like he had it covered, but he didn't. The little sneaky foot. And Leonard Brown gets his first try. The Chiefs get their second. And Cruden is back up. He's lining up the conversion here. So he's okay, which is good news for the Chiefs. They couldn't afford to lose a player like Cruden, and he'll line up his conversion. Hits it. Oh, and it's a bit off to the left. The wind carries it away, and it ends up being a shocking attempt at goal. Sprayed out to the left-hand side. No chance of going over. And the Leonard Brown try goes unconverted. But the Chiefs still lead here 12-0 over the Bulls. And Pochita will kick us back off. We are back underway down into the Chiefs 22. And Reece Marshall runs it out. Tom Marshall, nice pass to Horrell. looking out to the right-hand side, looking for Leonard Brown once again. Now they centre it to Marshall again. He is really the chief operator at the moment. Reece Marshall, the hooker. No correlation between the two at all. As Carballo gets a nice pass. What an outstanding play that was to Carballo. Running at it at the pace. Now here's Latimer. Takes the tackle down. And that's a good tackle too from the Bulls defence. He's struggling here, the Chiefs, and they'll lose possession. Now they're going to run it themselves. Duplessis on the 10-metre line for the Bulls. Now he's looking like he's lost it, and he has lost it, Duplessis. Now it's the Chiefs through Cruden. Horrell's involved. Wait for Lauren Brown. Pops it up for Latimer. Lauren Brown skips out of that tackle. And Latimer keeps hold of it. He goes down left side, Lauren Brown, and he goes to Tom Marshall. He tries to barge his way through. Finds himself on the halfway line. To the left side through Thompson, Latimer, Carballo. Carballo steps inside, tries to force his way in the little gap. But as little a player as he is, he couldn't get through there. Thompson again, wide for Latimer. Leonard Brown, can he get another one? No, he's all done well to keep that in the field of play. Manu's got it, but it's intercepted. Brilliant work. Now they come wide. That's for Besson on Mililena. Kits it in for Pochita. Nice job. And the fly half keeps it in the field of play and keeps hold of it as he goes Manfield into the charging run, as you'd expect from the veteran. But he might turn over here, and he has. Carballo gets it, and it's turnover ball for the Chiefs. Most dangerous here, and Dingani commits, and he takes the man down, but it's freed up, and it's Tikulatuma, and he's taken down. Nice tackle. The big lock involved, keeping this alive, the Chiefs. Full time is gone. That is an amazing second half of action. The Chiefs will take the points, but they won't take a bonus point today against the Bulls. They're still running it out here through Horrell. Goes wide for Leonard Brown. He goes back infield for Latimer, keeping this on the toes, but it's out for Besson. Can he finish for the Bulls? No. He's taken down, and Thompson will again play scrum half. Marshall, Tikulatuma, no one's home. It's going to be a try for the Bulls. Oh, that is disappointing from the Chiefs. They've conceded in the dying seconds. Well after the dying seconds, they still win the match, but Dion Stegman gets the try. But I don't know who Tikulatuma thought he had outside him. He had no one. He had defenders, but he had no one to help him. And that was a woeful pass out to Stegman, who just picked up and put it down. A breakdown in communication for the Chiefs. Big time there. Tikulatuma, what was he thinking? Stegman gets a try, and the Bulls have a chance to get a bonus point out of this match. Well, in fact, they've already got it because Cruden missed one conversion, so that means the Bulls already have a bonus point. This kick will not matter. The difference is 7, but Pochita will still want to nail the kick, and he does so with ease. And the difference is just 5, but the Chiefs take home the points today. Their first match without a bonus point. The ref blows full time, and the Chiefs can celebrate a good, hard-earned victory over the Bulls. Had Loftus-Versfeld, a great achievement for the Waikato side. They take out the Bulls, third place South African side in this round 7 Super 15 match. That is a great play from the Chiefs. 2 tries to 1, that's all they needed. And we can have a look at the scorers here for the Bulls. Stegman scoring in extra time, and Pochita doing the easy job of the conversion. As for the Chiefs, it was 2 tries, 1 for Tikulatuma, and of course Leonard Brown getting the second. Cruden getting 1 from 2 from the kicking tee. As for the full-time stats, well, it was a complete turnaround from halftime for the possession. The Chiefs easily taking that out 63%, but the territory complete opposite, 71 for the Bulls. A big difference there between the two sides. The Chiefs, though, getting the points on the board, which is what matters. It was the Bulls who made over double the tackles of the Chiefs, but that is no surprise. The second half was mainly defense for the Bulls as they tried to keep the Chiefs out as much as they could. 15 handling errors, That's not what you want from 80 minutes of rugby from the Chiefs. That's very poor, but the Bulls will go home happy they've only done one mistake in the match. 8 line breaks for the Chiefs, just resulting in 2 tries. Another aspect of the match they'll be disappointed in, but 5 for the Bulls, resulting in no tries from broken play or anything. Just the 1 try from the mistake from Tikuratuma, and that is not the best Bulls performance we've seen in any recent time. The Chiefs winning this one here at Loftus Forestfield 12-7, and they will take another 4 points to their New Zealand conference. The Bulls will be taking 1 to the South African conference, see how they go with that 1 point, but we'll check out the Chiefs and see where they sit now after 5 consecutive wins, 4 with bonus points today, their first match without a bonus point. Let's see how the table looks. The Chiefs take a lesson on how to win ugly after that 12-7 win over the Bulls, but they still remain atop of the New Zealand conference thanks to those 4 points. They are on 24 points from their 5 matches, 5 wins, 4 bonus points, and a really good start to the season for the defending champions. Also in the New Zealand conference is the Hurricanes, who sit just 1 point adrift of the table-topping Chiefs, but all teams apart from the lowly Highlanders have played 6 matches in the New Zealand conference. So does the Blues in 3rd on 19, Crusaders 16, and the Highlanders, unlucky for some, down with 0 points from their 5 matches so far. The Chiefs up top just by a thread, but a game in hand over their fellow New Zealand teams. At the moment in South Africa, it is the Sharks who lead the way there on 17 points. The Cheetahs sit second, the Chiefs' opponent for next week, in 2nd place with 14 points. The Bulls take their 1 point, they go to 12, and they are still ahead of the Stormers and the Lions in 4th and 5th. In Australia, the Waratahs are screaming out front. 7 games, 7 wins, and 4 bonus points. They're playing fantastically at the moment. 32 points for them, and they sit miles ahead, exactly double points over the Western Force, who are in 2nd on 16. But it's pretty close with the Reds on 15, the Brumbies on 14, down to the Rebels on 6 points. So big time points there for the Waratahs. We go back to the Chiefs, and there's what we have to look forward to next week at Free State Stadium versus the Cheetahs, the 2nd leg of the Chiefs' South African tour. Off to play the Cheetahs, and after that big win over the Bulls, they'll be still high on life. 5 wins, 5 matches, and anything could happen from here for the Chiefs, looking for their 3rd successive Super Rugby title. That's next week for the Chiefs, round number 8 of the Super Rugby competition. Stick around for that. I hope to see you in the Free State Stadium for that match. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's match. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time for round 8 next weekend. The Chiefs versus the Cheetahs. Until then, take care.